Sangham Ire Sakare Yatha Aropite Yakipojayama Sadhu no Bhante Bhagavat Paribhutopi Ashimadanukamamasa Ime Sakare Tungatapanakha Bhute Patikanhatu Sampakandikatang Yetaya Sukhaya Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivadimi Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammam Namasami Bhagavato Sangho Sanghang Namami Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. We've come to a day that we've been thinking about for maybe nearly 2 years now. When we emerged from winter retreat in 2020, then we started to think about wishing to have a space, gracious and nice space outside that don't have to put the canopy up and down every time and won't get blown away by the winds and won't just be causing more environmental mess, getting tattered and going to the junkyard. And then, various friends picked up this idea. And over these past nearly 2 years, then also with our monastic community appointing a Sopana, Venerable Bhikkhuni Sopanatari, our co-acharini, to lead up on the monastic community side, and then also our Dhammadrini Support Foundation leaders and friends with our Dana Coordinator and Path Nirvana Foundation. And then also later on, I want to tell you the story about Upasika Dr. Malai Uch and then her offering of the Buddha images. So we're planning on inaugurating all of these today. So very auspicious day of inaugural blessings.
Thank to everyone and thank to the blessing of the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. So we all have that today. And once again, going back to 2005, they said that the first monastery or vihara was set up way back then in Fremont. And we have moved so many times because it was a rental property. And whenever the landlord wants to raise the rent, then we have to move. So now finally, not only that we have finally a route in such a beautiful location, we now have a new Dana Sala for the first time, and it's so beautiful. Many of people, friends of Dhammadharini and also member of congregation have donated different things on in addition to money, I understand there's the decoration in the front was donated by Susie herself. Is that right? And there is some jars and things around. In any case, though, there still needs to be work that needs to be done around a little bit. There's landscaping and walkway to complete that, and hopefully with all of everyone's help, bit by bit, it will come into reality. Yes. Now I'm going to hand my microphone to Lau, and he'll talk about.
Thank you, Supatra. Shirley, you want to say a few words? Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Supatra. Thank you so much. Yes. So thank you, Supatra, for all your contributions. And Susie can't be here today, so we appreciate her so much. Yes. So I'll pick up from where Supatra left off. So there have been so many friends in our community and monastic, like Aya Sobana leading these projects, and we really appreciate all your support and guidance. And so we are so happy to be here today to witness this occasion. It's a very special day for us.
Now, I'd just like to share with you a list of the names of everyone who's contributed together in alphabetical order. Some are attending here in person, and some are joining from afar. And Ashoka, Mayim Kanda, and Crystal Ekanaika, Jasmine Freed, Janine Davies, Giovanni Imbultania. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. Joxia, John Radable, Judith Larson, Kapila and Mala Wijekun, Kevin and Nadia Lynn, Kim Redimer, Lal and Rasika Sinanaika and their whole family, Laura Hauer and friends of Cloud Mountain, Lee Bracington, Malai Uch with her son, Matthew Fiorello, representing Judith Levin, Anya Vimuti, the volunteer, Akusha, the Pat and Sherry Damajo and Chair Ferris, Stacey Wan Vijaya, Sri Sapu, Susie, Heaven City Clear, dedication to her dear friend Kitty Wells, Sulochana Vijay Tunga, Supatra Chauchuech, Suzanne Morozic, Sumi Lee, Upasamaya Shirley Guak. Special dedication to her late Longo. Victor Lam, Sala, also made the kit for this Donna Sala, offering a discount to Ed Story, an advanced construction company who built the Donna Sala. And for the Buddha Rupas that are inside, we'll hear more about this later, but we want to express our special gratitude to Venerable Bhikkhu Kamarakito Pansorati for coordinating the entire project, finding the right stones, finding the right artists and shipment, and also to Marble Handicrafts, Chief Artist Keiichi Dong, appreciation for all members of our monastic community, those present and those who are with us from afar, who have contributed their love and care to this project. We'd now like to invite Venerable Bhikkhuni Sopana, who has led up this project on behalf of our Dhammadrini monastic community, together with Subhadra, on behalf of Dhammadrini Support Foundation. Please come forward, and we'd like to invite you, Subhadra, if you would like, together with Lal and together with Upasama Shirley, representatives of our whole community and Malai, to come forward.
It's my pleasure on the behalf of Dhammadrini Support Foundation, the board of directors, and all the supporters, all the supporters around the world, all the donors, all the volunteers around the world. We offer this Dhammasana to the female monastic, to the Bhikkhuni Sangha.
Sadhu.
Now,
Sadhu.
here, put on the floor.
No, on this.
Where?
Now. Yeah. So,
German organ.
you can't hear it.
The stone is now wearing away due to environmental degradation, but you can see more clearly in the photos from a few years ago than now, because it's quite rapidly wearing away, even though it's stone. And then during my time in Sri Lanka, I went to visit old Bhikkhunis archaeological site. We were trying to find it, searching around. And we came across a contemporary Bhikkhuni site by accident. We went into this Bhikkhuni's monastery, and inside the hall, there was a large image of the Buddha in the center, and then image of the leading disciples of the Buddha, bhikkhus, on one side, standing with hands in Anjali, and on the other side, the leading Bhikkhuni disciples. I shared that picture on my Facebook, and guess who saw it? It was such an inspiration to me too. I felt like if we ever have a chance, that's such a good example. I see the Buddha image with the statue of the bhikkhus, leading bhikkhus, just two leading bhikkhus on either hand, but I rarely saw the one that has the two leading bhikkhunis there as well. So I thought this is such a good example for us. So that's a little bit of the history, and I think I'll allow Malai then to share her own thoughts, inspiration, and dedication with us.
Thank you for the Dhammadrini monastic here, and also for the site over here for a place, for women from all walks of life. to participate here. So I just want to tell a brief story of how I became or want to offer the rupas here. From IIT, she shared these pictures. So I got an opportunity to build a pagoda in Cambodia. And because I was the major contributor, I was able to select and pick what to add and all that. So I was like, oh my goodness, all these pictures, I could just have them add that. So that's exactly what I did. So we had like 5 bas relief, added to the outside wall as well as the inside wall of the pagoda in Cambodia, which we went to inaugurate in late December of 2019, early January 2020. In there, we had one of the major bas relief was the 2 Sangha headed by the Buddha, which according to the Buddhist text, that is the highest dana for the high dana to offer. So as when this dana sala was established, was talking about it, and I heard IIT talking about we still need a Buddha statue. And I thought, I have bas relief of the 2 Sangha headed by the Buddha, but that's just on the wall. But we don't have no statue yet. And I've seen some of her pictures taken in Sri Lanka with this kind, but it's different like statues. So I thought that would be a perfect opportunity to offer the statues. So then I started communicated. Initially, we didn't think about the 2 Sangha headed by the Buddha. We were trying to basically get a rupa from our Khmer temple over here, but that didn't turn out to be the right what we want. So we end up decided to create a set. So that's exactly what we did, but we didn't know what to expect. So with Aya, I think we're just working together, trying to create this statue here from scratch. We didn't even know, for me, I didn't even know what it looks like. Even the carver in Cambodia, they've never carved a bhikkhuni before. So I sent them like pictures. And we worked, we changed, how many times have we changed? Eventually we got the I think IIT just like the main inspiration of what they should look like, because I had no clue. I was just like, I'm not an artist, please help. So anyway, at the end we all loved the how they came out, and we agreed. So here they are. So I would like to offer, along with IIT, to the community, to the Fourfold Sangha, because according to the Buddha, the Fourfold Sangha that will sustain Buddhism, having just statues of, the bhikkhu is not complete. Yes, this is our offer to the community, to the world. Yes.
Anumodana.
Greeting all Venerable. Good afternoon, everyone. Let's prepare ourselves and welcome all the Deva here. Samanta Jakawale so Atra Kechanto Tewata Satamang Monihre Jengsa Sonanto Sakamo Kateng Sake Kame Charupe Kere Sekarata De Chantalake Vimiane Iperate Chakeme Tarovana Kahane Ke Hawatom Hekete Pomia Jayanto Te Via Talavisame Yakakan Tapania Ke Tatanta Santeke Yang Maniwara Wajanang Satewa Me Sananto Ama Sawanakalo Ayam Petanta Ama Sawanakalo Ayam Petanta Ama Sawanakalo Ayam Petanta Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Buddhassa Buddhang Saranang Gacchami Dhammang Saranang Gacchami Sanghang Mituteyam Buddhang Saranang Gacchami Tuteyam Dhammang Mituteyam Sanghang Saranang Gacchami Tateyam Buddhang Yam Dhammang Saranang Gacchami Tateyam Sanghang Gacchami iti pisa bhagava Vajajarana sampanno sukato lokavitu anuttaro Vato bhagavate swakato bhagavata dhammo santetico panayiko pajatang vedita Bowenyo hei sopadepano bhagavato sawaka sangho jupatipanno bhagavato sawaka sangho nyaya patipanno bhagavato sawaka sangho sami patipanno bhagavato sawaka sangho yaritang cattari purisa yogani atta purisa pokala esa bhagavato sawaka sangho pahunayo pahunayo tiathanayo anjalikaranayo anuattarang Ketang loka sati etepetana paramaitana opaparamaitana paramang Sampanno sopakawe etepesaila paramaisala opaparaisala paraman No sopakawe etepene kema paramaine kema opaparamaine kema paraman So pagawe tepe panya paramai panya opa paramai panya paraman No so pagawe tepe wiraya paramai viraya paparamai viraya paraman so pakave etepe kantai paramai kantai paparamai kantai paraman no so pakave etepe saja paramai saja paparamai saja paraman no so pakave etepe atetana paramai atetana paparamai atetana paraman no so pakave etepe metta paramai metta paparamai metta paraman no so pakave etepe opeka paramai opeka paparamai opeka paraman sampanno so pakave etepe samatang saparamai sampanno so pakava Ahwaca pacaya sangkhara sangkhara pacaya wanyana namarupa pacaya salayatanang salayatana pacaya pasa pasa pacaya wetani tanaha tanaha pacaya upatiana pacaya bhawa bhawa sejata pacaya carya maranang sakaparete wato katamana supaya sasambhavante evame kakanta sasamutiyo hote avacya pacaya sangkhara pacaya Vanyana pacaya niamarupa pacaya salayatana pacaya pasom wetane pacaya tanaha pacaya upatiana pacaya bhawong Jeta pacaya carya maranang sakaparete wato katamano Sampavante eva meta sake wala sato kakanta sasamatiyo hote avacya pacaya Kara pacaya vanyana pacaya niamarupa pacaya salayatanang Pasa pacaya wetania pacaya tanaha pacaya upatiana Jaya bhawa pacaya cita pacaya carya maranang kata mana supaya sasambhavante eva meta sakewalang sasamutiyo hate avacya pacaya sangkhara pacaya Vajnana pacaya niyamarupang niyamarupapacaya salayatana pacaya pasam Wetania pacaya tanaha pacaya upatiana pacaya pawam Tejata pacaya carya maranang sakaparate vato katamanam.
We'd now like to invite our Venerable Bhikkhuni Sangha with luminaries to share some verses from the Thera and Therigatha, particularly the verse of Sariputta Mahatero Theragatha, Mahamoggallana Theragatha, Kema Therigatha, and Upalawana Therigatha. Sariputta Theragatha. Prabhayena midang maranameva namaranam pachava pureva patipajatama vinasata karnovoma. Both what came before and what follows after are nothing but death, not the deathless. Practice, don't perish, don't let the moment pass you by. The Sariputta Theragatha, offered by Ayasopana, the verses of Sariputta. And now I will read the verses of Mahamoggallana Theragatha. Aranyika Pindapatika Unjapatagaterata Dale Momachunosenan Ajatam Susamahita. Living in the wilderness, eating only alms food, happy with the scraps in our bowls. Let us tear apart the army of death while remaining serene within. Kema Teri Gata Sabata Vihata Nandi Tamokando Padalito Evanjana Hipapima Nihato Twamasiantaka. In this way, all fixation is annihilated, the mass of darkness destroyed. Thus be aware, wicked one, death, you are destroyed. Upalava Hivati Bhutaham Idhipata Subhavita Talavinya Satchikata Katham Buddha Sasanam. I have become the master of my own mind, with the 4 bases of power well cultivated. I have realized the 6 special knowledges and completed the teaching of the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Mehakaruniko neto etayasam Pore twa paramai sape pato sampoti matemang Jawai chena hoto te jaya mangkalang jayanto Sak
ya nang non te wa te no e wang tuang we chi yo ho he che ya so cha ya mang ka le tem to non te wa te no e wang tuang we chi yo ho he che ya so cha ya mang ka le para chita palang ken Happy seke sa papatianang kaya pato pamatatasana katang samangkalang sa papiatang suhotetang sa kanon. Ray sa patia ka ng kaya kamang wiya kamang patia ka ng patia ka ng patia kena ni katuan la ponto te patia kene chayon to potia mule Iwan tuang wikiyo ho hechaya sachaya mangkale para kita palang ke sai se pathoy pakare Akya pato pamata te sanaka tang samangkalang sapapiyatang sohotetang sakano samahato jasaya tang brahmacharay sapatyakanang patyakanang manokamang panitite patyakana Te patakana jayanto potiya mule Iwang thang wikiyo ha hikaya sochaya mangkale Sai se patawi pakare pise ke sa papotiya nanga ke pato pamata te sanaka tang samangkalang sapapiyatang Samahato jasaya tang brahmacharay sapatya kanang kaya kamang viya kamang Mano kamang panitite patya kena nikatwa nalakonto te patya kena jayanto potiya mule Iwang tuang wikiyo ha hechaya sachaya mangkale para chita palang ke sai se pathawi pakare Kaya pata pamota tesana katang samangkalang sa papiyatang sohotetang sakano samahato jasayatang Kaya kamang wiya kamang patyakanang mano kamang Nikatwa nalaponto te patyakane jayanto potiya mule Ohang kale para kita palang ke sai se patawi pakare Akya pata pamata te sanaka tang samangkalang sapapiyatang sohotetang sukano samahato jasaya tang brahmacharay sapatyakanang patyakanang manokamang panitete patyakanang Tate patyakane jayanto potiya mule Iwang tuang wikiyo ha hechaya sachaya mangkale para chita palang ke sai se pathawi pakare Akya pata pamota tesana katang samangkalang sapapiyatang sohotetang sakano samahato jasayatang brahmacharay sapatyakanang kaya kamang Patyakanang mano kamang panitite patyakana nikatwa ปเตกเนจยันตาโพธิยโมเลสักยานันนนเทวเตโนเหจยสจยมังเกเลปราจิตปาลังเกไสเสปทวิปาคเรเทียนังเกปัตตปมตเตสนาคตังสมังกลังสปเพียตังสหัตตังสกนาสมหัตตาจะสยตังเขนังกายกรรมังเวจากรรมังปเตียเขนังปเตียเขนังมโนกรรมังปณิทิเตปเตียเขนังในละพันตเทปเตียเขเนจยันตาโพธิยมูเลเอวังตวังวิจโยหิจยสัจยมังเกเลปราจิตปัลลังเกไสเสปทวิปาคเรสัพเพปเทียนังเกปัตโตปโมตเตสนาคตังสมังกลังสัพเพียตังสหัตตังสกโนสมหัตตาปรมาจารัยสัพเตียขนังกายกรรมังเวจากรรมังปเตียขนังกันทิเตปเตียขนาปเตียขนังกัตวาเนลปันตเทปเตียขเนจยันตาโพธิยมูเลเอวังทวังวิจโยหิจยสัจจยมังกเลปราจิตปัลลังเกไสเสปทวิปาคเรสัพพพุทธานังเกปัตโตปโมตเตสนาคตังสมังกลังสัพเพียตังสหัตตังจะสยตังพระมจารัยสัพเตียขนังกายกรรมังปเตียขนังมโนกรรมังปณิทิเตปเตียขนาปเตียขนาเนลพันตเทปเตียขเนจยันตาโพธิยมูเลนันตวัตโนเอวังทวังวิจโยหิจยสุจยมังเกเลไสเสปทวิปาคเรอภิเสเกสัพพปเทียนังเกปัตตาปโมตเตสนาคตังสหัตตังสกนาสมหัตตาจะสยตังพระมจารัยสัพเตียขนังกายกรรมังปเตียขนังปเตียขนังมโนกรรมังปณิทิเตปเตียขนังตเทปเตียขเน
When we practice something like this today, this dedication of merits, everybody who was involved with this, they had a wish. They thought, wouldn't it be nice if the bhikkhunis and the friends could have a place to come together to practice, to worship and to think about the Dhamma in a pleasant setting outside. And so they got this idea. And then that was happy, wasn't it? Didn't it make you feel good thinking, oh, wouldn't that be nice? And then over many, many months, with so many ins and outs, the people made the effort. They felt some inspiration. They made some contributions, some donation. They thought of something that they could do that would be helpful. They spoke with their friends about it. And so then all that time, while people were helping as this thing was developing and getting all the parts and bits of it together, all of us felt happy. I myself have a personal donation in this. I fabricated this table was my invention, and so I googled online about how to make a table, and I saw a picture of the table, and I felt so happy. I said, well, I can do this. And then we went to the store where they We should have had them on the list. This was a very nice store that sells natural redwood that they get from local trees, which are harvested in a responsible way without harming the forest. And so this nice family company gave us this massively large slab of wood that would take 4 people to even to pick it up. It was so big. And we cut it down and made it into the parts of this table. And then it took me a long time learning how to make furniture because I'd never done it before. And then all the time, my heart was so calm, so peaceful, so happy, so steady. I just had to keep on making this effort. And it did take me many weeks actually to get that part done. Because why? It's for the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. It's for the purpose of having the opportunity to feel the inspiration of our memory, whatever we know and understand about the Buddha, whatever we know or understand about the great disciples, whatever we understand about the Dhamma, whatever we understand about what is this community, this Sangha. And so all for that. And so merit is a cause of happiness. And with that happiness, our minds become calm. And when our minds become calm, then we have a chance for wisdom. We have a chance to hear the teaching of the Dhamma and to let those teachings enter into us in a more profound and deeper way. Just as we start at the very beginning to try to be like not so selfish. And then later on, we realize the reality of non-self, in which there's nothing at all in the entire world that could disturb us because it's not personal after all. And so then this aspect of happiness and joy, which develops into tranquility, peace, calm, and then becomes the support for the most profound, powerful kind of equanimity, which is able to be as strong as a mountain, able to withstand any kind of weather, able to withstand any kind of trouble, and able to realize the ultimate. So my wish, I guess, will be, as long as that table is able to stand up and hold that Buddha statue, can all of our happiness last for so long. Now, I'm going to recite the, I think I'll read it out in English first, and then we'll say it in Pali. Now let us recite the verses on the beautifiers of the Sangha. They who are knowledgeable and confident, very learned and expert in the Dhamma, who live according to the Dhamma, such ones are the beautifiers of the Sangha. Bhikkhus who are perfected in virtue, bhikkhunis who are very learned, lay men and lay women who are faithful. These beautify the Sangha. They are the beautifiers of the Sangha. Yo tiviato cha visarado cha bahu sutta dhammadaro cha hoti dhamma sahoti anadhammachari satadi sovuchati sangha sobhano bhikkhu sila sampanno bhikkhuni cha bahu sutta upasako cha sadho ya cha sadha upasika Ete Sangham Sobhenti, Ete Sangha Somanati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Now is the time for our closing chanting. With all the many obstacles and challenges that we face and so many are facing in the world, we would like to offer the chanting of the Buddha Jaya Mangalagata, the verses of the Buddha's wholesome victories. Each one of these verses is a great challenge that arose to the Buddha's Sangha or a challenge to the Buddha himself. And then it remembers the wise, compassionate, beautiful, and excellent qualities in the Dhamma that the Buddha and the Sangha used to overcome those challenges and obstacles. We would like to offer these Dhamma means, Dhamma methods, the verses of the Buddha's wholesome victories to all of us now and in the time to come, and to our entire world as medicine for all of the various conflicts and challenges and difficulties that we perceive. May we bring the medicine of the Dhamma to all of them for their easing, healing, peace, pacification, and freedom.
Hong Sahasamappinam Tasawatan Tang Trime Kalang Oditakur Marang Anati Thamma Vitina Jitawa Monento Bhavata Jaya Mangalani Maratire Kamapiya Sabarakting Gorampana Lawakama Kamatataya Kankantai Sotana Vidina Gitawa Monento Tante Jasa Bhavatate Jaya Mangalani Nalakire Ate Mata Bhutang Tawa Kichakamasanai Vasutaranantang Kavitina Chitawa Mananto Tante Jasa Bhavatate Jaya Mangalani Kamate Hatha Satyanarantang Pyavantaya Janapatang Kolemalawantang Ati Pisang Katamano Te Jasa Bhavatate Jaya Mangalani Katwana Katamutarang Iwakapinaya Kawacanang Janakaya Mace Santena Sakavitina Chitawa Mananto Bhavatate Jaya Mangalani Sachang Vihaya Mate Sachakawata Keto Vitamanang Ate Anta Putang Panyapati Pachalito Chitawa Monento Bhavatate Jaya Mangalani Nanto Pananta Pujakang Viputang Mahatang Rapojagena Tamia Payanta Eto Pate Savitina Chitawa Mananto Bhavatate Jaya Mangala Nitoka Tapujakena Satatahatang Brahmang Visati Jutemate Pakat Vidyanang Yanagate Mananta Tante Jasa Bhavatate Jaya Mangala Nita Pipan Sakatayo Vajana Tina Tine Sarate Metanti Hetwanane Kavividhyani Chopatavin Sukhang Athakamaya Noro Tapanya Kapata Janeto Kapaya Pata Kapata Janisa Kahanta Sape Pepanino Etawata Jamahe Sampatang Panya Sampatang Namo Tanta Sapa Sampate Satya Tianam Tatan Satataya Sailang Rakanta Sapatya Pyavanya Piratahanta Kya Chanta Tevata Kata Sape Patya Pacekanang Jayam Belang Arahantanang Jateke Narakan Pantamisa Pasau Sape Patam Pacekanang Jayam Belang Arahantanang Jateke Misa Pasau Sape Patapalapata Jayam palang arahantanang jateke narakan panta bisa peso
I hope someone will reorganize that. I heard it was